Good morning friends and welcome to the Sher Khan's pre-market action. It has been a very good day for the US markets yesterday. The US markets, the Dow closed up by around 0.5%, up by around 92 odd points, and also the European markets closed up. They were almost up by around 0.5% in yesterday's trade. The positive news is that for the European markets, we have seen that the Greek has seek a 4-month extension for its financial rescue plan, and that has boosted the overall positive sentiments for the European markets. And the other positive news was that the US Fed chairman, Janet Yellen, has mentioned that the US Fed might not increase the interest rates for at least for the next 2 Fed meetings and for the months to come. And what she has indicated is that the US Fed is not in a hurry to raise the interest rates sooner, and that lifted the overall positive sentiments for the US markets, and we saw a good rally in the markets yesterday. Currently, the Asian markets are trading almost on a mixed note, and as far as the Indian markets are concerned, yesterday we saw that the flows for the FIIs are turning positive, and what we have seen in yesterday's trades also in the cash market, that the FIIs were positive to tune of around 697 odd crores in the provisional market, and the DIs at the same point of time a little bit of sellers at the tune of around 147 odd crores in the cash provisional market. Tomorrow is an expiry day for the Indian markets, and we might see a bit of volatility ahead before the expiry. And on Saturday we have the budget, which is a big event for the markets. So all eyes would be on the event, and let's have a look on the overall derivative analysis, because we have an expiry day tomorrow. So let's have a look at the overall open interest build-up positions in the stocks and in the overall markets.
Good morning friends. Let's have an analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's trading session, we have seen Nifty being on the volatile range, where on the initial part of the trade, we have seen Nifty opening with a positive bias or on the mixed cues, and then on the later side, we have seen Nifty taking resistance at around 8,800 odd levels, and again inching back to 8720, 8730 odd levels. Remember friends, 8,700 being the highest in terms of open interest. Around that level, we have seen significant amount of short position in 8,700 put option strike price, and hence Nifty has seen taken support at around 8720 odd levels in yesterday's trade, and eventually we have managed to close 0.23% higher at 8773.20. Now, in the open interest terms, we have seen 5% addition in open interest. That is around a good amount of long positions has been seen has been built by market participants in yesterday's trade. Around 13 odd lakh shares were added in open interest in yesterday's trade, and cost of carry have also increased from discount of around 1 odd points of Nifty premium. We have seen around 11.5 points premium of Nifty current month future and Nifty spot, indicating a good amount of long build-up has been seen in yesterday's trade. On the put-call ratio also, around 0.85, 0.86 has been a good support for the put-call ratio, and in yesterday's trade we have seen a bounce back of put-call ratio from of around just 1 basis point from 0.86 to 0.87 odd levels, and we do feel from for the next couple of days left for the expiry, put-call ratio can inch higher, and we can see significant amount of unwinding in call option, as in yesterday's trade also. We have seen a good amount of unwinding, and that unwinding could continue going forward in a couple of trading sessions. Indian volatility index was more or less same at 21.55 levels. Now, the options activity has suggested good amount of unwinding was seen in call option. 8,800 and 8,900 has seen minor reduction in open interest of around 2% and 7% respectively. This unwinding will read as more of a short covering, as in last 2 to 3 trading session we have seen a sell-off in Nifty, and due to which call option has added significant amount of build-up in last 2 to 3 trading session, and so the put-call ratio also came down significantly, and hence volatility index of IVs of call option have also decreased in last 1 or 2 trading session. Hence we'll read a majority of the build-up which was build-up in last couple of trading session was on the shorter side, and seeing a good amount of support taken by Nifty at 872030 and bouncing back from that level. We feel market participants have covered their shorts and can see further upside from here on. While in put option, we have seen 8,700 has seen minor addition of around 3.5%, and simultaneously 8,800 put option has seen some reduction of around 10 odd percentage. It was the long unwinding which we can read in 8,800 strike price. However, 8,700 remains as the highest in terms of open interest for the remaining part of the series, and while in call option 9,000 call option remains as the highest in terms of open interest. There is only one securities in buying period for today's trade, that is HDIL. On FI's front, there were net sellers of around 251 crores, but the open interest of the FIs in index futures have shoot up by around 10 odd percentage. Indicator will read as more of a mix of a long and short created by FIs in yesterday's trade. While in index options, there were net buyers of 660 odd crores, and in stock futures there were net buyers of 446 odd crores. Remember friends, they were being selling stock futures since start of the series and were quite heavy in terms of open interest. In yesterday's trade, we have seen some kind of short covering by FIs in stock futures, and we may continue to see that in 2 days left for the expiry, and hence more short covering in these stocks can be seen in these days. Stock options, there were net sellers of 439 odd crores. 5 days VWAP stands at 8850 with a lower range at 8655 and higher range is at 8900. SGX Nifty is trading positive by around 26 and a half odd points at 8799.50, indicating a good amount of positive opening can be seen in today's trade. And to give a highlight on the rollover activity, Nifty and Bank Nifty futures, Nifty future has seen good amount of rollover of around 56 odd percentage compared to 35 odd percentage 2 days prior to expiry, which we have seen in the last series, indicating a good amount of long position which was there in Nifty has been carried forward to the next series also. Hence the rollover activity of Nifty is quite good, while of Bank Nifty is a bit on the lower side. And we have seen in this series a good amount of short build-up was been seen in Bank Nifty at the start of the series, and hence the rollover of Bank Nifty is currently around 25% compared to 35 odd percentage, indicating short position are not been carried forward, which is the positive sign for the market. That concludes from my side. Thank you.
Let's look at some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, a long idea is Jubilant Life Science, where the news is that the company has received an ANDA final approval for the US Food and Drug Administration for Herbestran tablets and cetirizine hydrochloride tablets. The whole market size for the Herbestran tablets, as per the IMS, is approximately $15 million per annum. So we recommend to go long in Jubilant Life Science with stop loss of 160.70 and target of 169 and 172. The Suzlon Limited, the positive news is that the company has commissioned 350 megawatts of wind energy projects in Brazil, and we have also seen that the family investment has made an open offer to increase the stake in Suzlon. So we recommend to go long on Suzlon with a stop loss of 25.5 and target of 27.5 today. A negative news for Bajaj Hindustan, when the promoters have pledged their entire 46.3% stake in the company. This is highlighting the cash-strapped situation of the company and the promoters. So we recommend to go short in Bajaj Hindustan with stop loss of 18.55 or target of 17.25. On the news update, Maharashtra state is to consider sugar exports subsidy. Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited to subscribe to shares of ONGC Mangalore Petrochemicals Limited on the rights basis at rupees 14.20. India declared qualified bidder for second round of the auctions, and so they have declared the 3 qualified bidders for the telecom auctions, and I think so they are Bharti Airtel, Idea, and we have seen the Reliance Communications who have been the qualified bidder for the same. Piramal Unit says to invest around $800 million in the realty projects. Omaxi sells 19-acre land at Vizag at rupees 112 crores. CIL has said that its board has directed the PSUs to withdraw from the International Coal Ventures Limited. ICVL is a PSU consortium formed to acquire the coal mines overseas. On the other news, Godrej Consumer Products has entered into an agreement with the Darling Group for increasing its shareholding in Darling's South Africa and Mozambique businesses to 90%. AMCO gets nod for the share allotment to the promoters group. Asian Paints is looking to scale up its domestic operation by setting a facility in South India. The company has planned an investment of rupees 2,300 crores to set up an integrated plant and has zeroed in on Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh for the same. GMR Holdings, the positive news is the company has released 2.29% of the pledged GMR Infra shares. Diwan Housing Finance Corporation is offering shares to the institutional investors at an indicative price band of rupees 478.18 rupees to 488.25. The government has planned financial restructuring of the three SIG companies, namely MFL, BV, FCL and FACT to sustain their operations. The financial restructuring inter involves the waivers of Government of India loans at interest thereon and grant of the interest-free loans. The HSBC flash manufacturing PMI index for China has come to around 50.1 versus 49.7 month-on-month, which is positive news for the Chinese markets. And the ONGC board is like to meet on March 20th for the second interim dividend. On the watch list for today, we have stock with positive bias, Dabur, Sun TV and Power Grid, and for stock with negative bias, Clean India. Stocks from investment perspective, we continue to prefer Aditya Birla Novo, Ultratech, LIC Housing Finance, Mahindra and Mahindra and Larsen. That's it friends from the Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice day.